SoundCloud.com/chaotic flame, YouTube.com/@ nothing left to do but win. This is Chaotic Flame, and I'm here with my guy,
Mike Morgan,
and this is
keep it on wax.
all right with the Mars Multimedia Spoken Third Review. So what I'm going to do is share my screen here. Shout out to Mars Multimedia. For those who are not in tune with what's going on, the hashtag is right there. You have a phone. First thing I wanted to do was show off the website. For those looking to support Mars Multimedia, this is the website, marsmultimedia.com. They have a shop section if you would like to get your merch. And if you want to keep up with the spoken third, you can also do so from here as well. I'm just going to take one moment to shoot the link out to Mars, let them know that we are active and live. And my guy Mike Morgan, speak for a second. How you doing today, brother?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Uh, I didn't complete the series, man. I'm like on episode, I think 3 of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to, I just had to go back to season 1, man. Oh shit, yo, when my man got hit, he said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa."
All right, so look, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it in the background. If you can see my screen, correct?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, we're gonna let this run in the background. So the first thing I want to really do is start out by giving a shout out to some of the actors involved, right? So what I'll do is say shout out to Mars, who plays Mars. Shout out to Mark, played by Kisan. We got Ra. We got Wavy Double playing TJ. We got Henny God as Dion. And you know what? I think it is a good idea to actually let this run in the background while this takes place. Right? I want to say shout out to Callie Jimenez, who plays Jasmine. Shout out to Rich J, who plays Rich. Shout out to Dejan playing Jacque. Chuck E. Shout out to Chuck E. He in there playing B. Dot. Shout out to Kiamni as Maya. Liquor Rogers as Q. We definitely want to talk about the relationship between Q and Ra. Ayana playing Cheyenne. Diaz Dana. Shout out to Greg Lawkins. Greg Lawkins, my guy. My guy. Shout out to Big C. I also want to give a shout out to Lay Fendi, Chanel, Eliza, Ab, Tone, Rafia. Pardon me if I butcher anybody's name. I want to give a shout out to Nightshine, Dree Bando, Yaz, Uncle Reem, and Tone Got Jokes. As far as videography is concerned, pardon me if I miss anybody, but I believe King Ra and Mars were a big part of the videography. And as far as musically, I want to give a shout out to Mars, Nightshine, Alan Ellis, Bond Fields, and everyone else who is associated with the music here. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give everybody they just do. Pardon if there's anybody I forgot. But how did I find out about Spoken Third? So I'm online and I'm always looking at what's happening in the city, what's going on in the city, who's creative, who's moving, who is who is doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like what is going on in the city? And I realized that some of my peers that I grew up with happened to be a part of this Spoken Third miniseries. So I heard about it, and then I think a couple months later, I finally decided to get into it. And yeah, it's refreshing to see someone from the city with a movement getting creative and being bold enough to not just create art and put it in a notebook, but to apply their own resources towards their idea and to create things. And it causes a ripple effect. This is someone who just had an idea that believed in himself, funded that idea, and now we are here. With that being said, so Mike, how far did you end up getting in Spoken Third?
Probably right where you're showing right now. No, I'm past this. I'm past this. Um, damn,
Like season 2, episode 3, I believe, right?
season 2, episode 3, somewhere around there. I
Ah,
can't even. I'll have to go look back, but I definitely didn't complete the series.
so far, so far, right? Who is one of your more favorable actors so far here,
Oh damn!
or favorite characters?
Because you know I forget the names because this is like my first time seeing it. I'm just
Yeah.
I try to watch it all like today. Um,
Now you told me earlier, you know what I'm saying, but
oh
you
no,
know,
but you know what? The one damn.
Neon,
Yeah, I think I can't remember the character's name. I think he was played by the what's the guy's name?
Henny God,
Yeah, Henry God or Henny God.
he got,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know if this dude acted before or um or is a rapper or whatever. But yeah, he got some natural talent. Also, what's the double?
Wavy
Uh,
double,
yeah,
yeah.
wavy double. Yeah. To be honest, I'm gonna keep it real. Like I got critiques about it, but really, the acting isn't really any like. It's no real critiques when it comes to the acting. Like I've seen shows way worse. like you know what I'm saying? Like network television shows where the acting is really really bad. And I was surprised. I was like, yo, the acting is pretty decent. And also, yo, that's another thing. I noticed that from the first episode, like some of the visual effects is are pretty good. Like when the whole shooting that happened in the car.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, for somebody to be doing this by themselves is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. And if I could, right here, we got a scene right here with Wavy and Henny God right here.
See, nigga, I
Yo,
didn't even see it. Man, hold on, let me
see,
close my eyes, nigga, because I didn't get this far.
nah,
You
nah,
narrate it,
it's
nigga.
202.
You
It's 202.
narrate.
202. It's 202.
I ain't get this far. I'm still on 202. I didn't get that far.
Oh, all right. Well, now, so right here
Cause
we
he at the
got.
studio right now. That's at the part. I'm at the part where he's at the studio. They didn't even get into the. I don't think they got. Yeah, this is later on in the episode. I'm like a little bit before this. I'm like halfway.
Hold on, I'm just letting the community know that we live. Let me say, me and Mike Morgan are active. Just letting the good people know. So yeah, right here. And honestly, from what I've seen so far, I would have to say that TJ is my favorite character so far from his acting. That's the guy right here on the right. We got Henny guy on the left right here. This is a scene from season 2 that for some reason everybody trying to come after Mars, man. For whatever reason. Is this Leland Gardens?
I don't. Yo, I can't even tell right now.
All right.
It
Yeah,
may
it
be.
looks
I can't tell about location. It looks like a bunch of spots in Plainfield, to be honest. But yeah, you're right.
like,
That is I realize that is the gist of the show. Fucking Mars is doing music, niggas trying to rob him, and they either end up killing they just end up killing each other or shit. Like this nigga just like the fucking what do you call it? Like the road runner and shit. And everybody else Wile E. Coyote.
yeah. Yeah, so throughout the series, there are various situations and circumstances that Mars finds itself in, and what I noticed from it is that it doesn't seem like he's ever looking for trouble. It doesn't seem like he's ever looking to get in the BS, but somehow he just ends up like at the wrong place at the wrong time, and then he becomes a target. People start to set him up, thinking that he's involved with these things because he's involved in a string of events without spoiling the entire season, he's involved in a string of events that make it look like he could have had something to do with certain situations. He's also put in situations by when Dom's little brother comes home from jail and hands him the ratchet. It's like he's forced to do certain things or put in circumstances where well, nah, he did just bust his ratty too. So
Yeah, he
hold up,
did. Just now.
ratty. So hold up, he did just bust his ratty. So I don't know, man. He might just been with the shits the whole time. I don't know,
Nah,
man.
that was a situation he was forced into. Like he was like for
Yeah.
instance when he got ran down on. I think it was season 1, episode. It was episode 1
All right, I'm gonna pull it up.
when they first go to they go to the store. Yeah, it's a little bit right here, a little bit past this, and he's kind of like nah, but it's like the bullshit fun. So hold on, maybe it was season. Nah, it was probably episode 2. Yeah, it was episode 2.
Yeah,
It was episode 2.
But yeah, oh yo, hold on. There's one person I forgot to shout out. How could I forget to shout out to Cali, bro?
Yeah,
Shout
yo,
out
this
to
guy,
Cali, bro.
yeah.
Yo, season 1, my favorite
This guy did his
actor
job, man.
is Cali for sure, bro. And I wish he was a part of season 2, but there's something that I don't know. I can't give up nothing. But man, shout out to Cali. He really held season 1 down. You know what I'm saying? This was probably my favorite actor from season 1. Season 2, it would have to be Wavy Double, who played TJ. And hey yo, shout out to the viewership, shout out to the comments. Hey, shout out to More Than a Gamer joining us. Chaotic was good, my guy.
To me, it seems like a 6 degrees of separation almost. Like everybody's connected to Mars in some type of way, and conflict ensues. It's not so much like the show is about him,
Yeah.
but it's really about. I think he's just the catalyst for everything else that's going on around him because there are like.
He
like
said
situations.
sidebar. Hold up, Mars
Oh,
just
go
hit
ahead.
me. He said sidebar. Acting is decent because motherfuckers played themselves. I like that.
We were about to ask that too. We had some
Yeah.
questions too for a few.
Shout
I
out
was
to
like,
Fresh
wait. He said, hold up, is this guy playing himself or is he just doing a real good acting job, man?
But yeah, and I mean, if I could, once again, shout out to Cali from season 1. Season 1 was definitely good. Now, one thing I can speak to is, the development and the progression that happened from season 1 to season 2, and I don't know if we want to, go there just yet. But I think we could. I think we could talk about that.
I listen.
Go ahead, sir.
somebody who went to school for film. I was watching season 1 and I was like, yeah, this is. I could definitely tell this was rough. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was. I was like, oh, all right. But then like I would say like even visual quality. Once it went to season 2, I was like, okay. Like the visual quality changed. The pacing became better. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not like I said. I haven't finished the rest of the season, so I can't really say if it gets like better or whatever. But from what I saw, um, the second one, it was almost like and maybe he could attest to this because I don't know. I don't want to put
He's
words in his
watching.
mouth, but
Yeah.
it's just like from me, like a you know aspiring screenwriter and filmmaker myself. It seemed like he was learning on the fly with the first season, and it was like okay, like what he applied what he learned to like the second season and kind of like pushed it further. So I'm kind of waiting to see if later on it gets it gets even more improved from there. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely a bump of quality as far as like just being more concise. Like at first I was kind of like trying to follow. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like I'm seeing it, but I'm like, I was like, I don't really know. Like, but it was like the pacing got way better, and like the story became more concise. It wasn't as like kind of loose. Like on the first season was kind of like seemed like stuff was like happening on the fly or whatever. This one
Understood.
having more characters on, like there's more
Mhm.
characters on screen, more character interactions, and I'm like,
Mhm.
okay. And it seemed like maybe like even the actors felt more comfortable in their roles, even though they're playing themselves. But it's just like you get in front of the camera enough, you kind of like lean back into your character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And then if I could piggyback off what you're saying, yeah, there is an absolute bump in quality in season 2. Like I'm looking at the lighting right now. I'm looking at the the character progression was very good to see as well throughout season 2. And it seems like they really got a nice system down packed by the time season 2 came around. And I'm definitely looking forward to y'all. Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, man. I
And
didn't
if you
see
hear me,
none of this shit,
I'm making
bro.
fun. If you hear me.
Why are we? Why? Yo, you're just fucking ruining the whole shit, bro.
Nah, I'm just saying, yeah, so right here on screen or whatever. Hold up, what happened? You kind of threw me off
I
because
didn't. No, I didn't see none of this shit. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Let me see. The development of each actor is crazy. Love the aura, pushing the other actor, and the screen is noticeable. See it. So pretty much what I was saying is, yeah, there was just a big bump in just everything. You know what I'm saying? Equality, and I just feel like that should, theoretically be reflected when we progress on to season 3. So off of what you saw so far, you said that one of your favorite actors was Dion, who was played by Henny God. Shout out to Dion, the character played by Henny God.
Yeah,
What
this
were some of your
motherfucker
favorite things about that actor?
this dude is like I could see him like being in like a bad guy in a major role. You know what I mean? Like he reminded me of another actor, but I couldn't pinpoint like who it was. But I'm just like, you know what? Like at first I'm like, I'm watching everybody. It's obviously, there's amateur actors. But when he came into frame and he was just reading his lines or whatever, I believed him. I was like, I said, I know this nigga, bro. I know niggas like that. I know too many niggas like that, bro.
All right, so hold up, Jihad is hitting me up on the side. On my side, we have Scrap Scenes 2 season 9. He said if we have any questions, we could just ask him directly and he will answer them. I also sent him a link as well if he wants to jump in. But yeah, right here on screen, you can see Henny God. You know what I'm saying? Yo, like to piggyback off what my co-host Mike said, this guy has just a natural talent for acting now, even though he may be playing himself. This guy, I seen zero flaws in anything this guy did. I always liked when he was on scene. I want to go into this character's history. I want to know more about him. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to know more about Dion. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time he's chasing after Mars. They also like Tom and Jerry, like he's just on him, just trying to get him. And he realizes that a lot of things wouldn't have happened to the people around him had Mars been taken care of a while ago. But yeah,
They
great
should
actor.
they should have renamed this shit. Everybody hates Mars because pretty much
Everybody hates Mars.
everybody fucking hates Mars in this series. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, I also want to speak about Maya. Another she was like pivotal, man. Um, of course you'll get there. I know you haven't got
Yeah,
there. So
I didn't. I seen a little bit, but I didn't get there fully.
shout out to her. I like that there is some backstory to her though as well that some people may be able to relate to. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? She has a lot of potential as a character, you know what I'm saying? Like she has a lot of potential. They can go in a lot of different directions. I just want to say shout out to the viewership. We got 6 people in here once again.
Yo, shout out to the females on the cast too, man.
Shout out
Cause
to the females.
they're pretty good too, man.
Yep. So right here, yeah, man. Shout out to Maya once again, man. I feel like I can't wait to see how she progresses in her character development as well in season 3. And so I got a couple things written down here, and I think in episode 201 there was a scene between Ra and Q, right? And I definitely wanted to speak about Ra and Q, so I'm trying to look for a scene where I can get
Oh,
both of
you
them.
know what? You know who I like too? Shorty, but she was short lived. She got killed in season 1.
All right, I'm gonna bring her up. Look, I
She
want to
was the
speak.
one that was in the car with Dion. The one when they tried to go set up Mars and she ended up getting shot in the back by Callie.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, we definitely. You know what? Let's go right there. We're gonna go right there, and then we'll jump into this. All right, we're gonna go right to where you said, brother. And I
My
believe
bad.
that.
Spoiler alert for the people that didn't see it.
I'm sorry, y'all got to check this out, man. This is somebody from the city that's put resources into their thoughts, and now look at what we got. See, look,
This shit been
scenes like
online,
this.
man. Come
This
on,
is the scenes
y'all
we're
gotta
talking
check
about
it
right
out.
here.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, man, this shit was cold, bro. This was cold, bro. It was cold. It was cold. Damn, man. Yeah, y'all got to check this out, man. I'm gonna make sure we put the links. Hey, shout out to Precious Martinez. I didn't like. I said, oh, he was a little too shady for me. He was like always trying to be sneaky for some reason. The development of each character is crazy. I love the aura of pushing the other. All right, okay. Shout out to Rashida. Shout out to the viewership. Shout out to y'all. But yeah,
Like
she was another great. This is kind of where it happens.
towards the end of this episode is when I started getting. I would say like this episode, probably maybe like the beginning. That's when I started getting like, all right, I'm invested in this now.
Yeah. You see, right. Yeah, this is another good scene too. So right here we got Rich in the car with TJ, I believe. Yeah, Rich and TJ. Rich on the left, TJ on the right. Probably plotting on Mars as per usual. This look like LG. It's like Leland Garden a little bit, but it's not though. This might be Arlington. Cause I don't know.
I can't even see where it's at.
It's all good, man. To and from the city, man. So yeah, once again, shout out to Wavy. I want to say shout out to Henny Guy as well, man. Definitely did some great acting there. Shout out to Rich. I like Rich's character as well. I like Dom's brother. Pardon me for not remembering the character's name, but Dom's brother, man. When he came home from jail and put that burner in Mars' hand, you know what I'm saying? That's when I was invested. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he came home, I'm gonna try to find it. I don't know if that was in episode. Let me see, because he's already here. Oh no, he already has the ratty by now. Okay, so this had to be in another episode, probably right here. But nah, yeah, that was another favorite part of mine. So yeah, man, shout out to Precious Martinez with the wavies, my guy. You got anything you want to speak to, Mike? So with you being like an aspiring screenwriter and a film producer, what are some things that even draws you to that? Is what I want to ask you, and then I'm gonna make it connect. But like, what makes you want to film?
You said what makes me want to film?
Or writes. Yeah, what makes you want to be involved in screenwriting and directing movies, things of that sort?
I don't know, man. Listen. I just I've been around like fucking like films my whole life, just watching that shit. And then even before that, just like as a kid, you read different stories or whatever, but it's always like something fanciful. It's not really from like your viewpoint or like your neighborhood or whatever. So that kind of made me want to put like, okay, let me put my spin on what I see on TV or what I see in film, and that's what I kind of like when I think it started with like damn, was it Money and Violence, and then it was like there was another one. Damn, I forgot what the other YouTube series was. It was another one that was pretty big.
Yeah.
They were filming it in Jersey. I can't remember what it was. It was in Jersey and New York. I think that's the one Math Hoffa was a part of. I can't remember. But like all of them kind of had like the same start, where it's like it's kind of rough in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then it progresses and you can see like, okay, it's getting more serious. Excuse me. It's getting more serious, like as far as like the techniques being used, the cast is more invested, the writing is better, and just to know that, this is just blood, sweat, and tears. It's not like a big production behind it. There's no studio coming out just dumping a boatload of money, and people are really just doing it with their own resources and shit. Like I always say, from lack of resources comes creativity and genius. Because when you don't have, you force yourself to find different ways to do things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, for sure. And if I could right now on the screen. All right. So this is one of my favorite scenes, right? And right here, this is one of my favorite scenes, and this is episode 202, which is titled Say Sorry. And this is Liquor Rogers. Shout out to Liquor Rogers and shout out to King Rob. Plainfield. Plainfield is in the building. Feels good to be reviewing some Plainfield shit. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Feels good to be reviewing something from Plainfield. So for all you creatives out there, man, let's turn up. But yeah, this is one of my favorite scenes because it's highly relatable. And I feel like I'm a little older. I'm an older cat. I was born in 87. I ain't gonna tell you my age. I'm gonna tell you year I was born, which sounds even crazier, right? Fucking 7. So yeah, I was born in fucking 87. So this scene right here is a scene where you got Q talking to Ra, and he's kind of filling him out to see where he is mentally. And by the end of the scene, he's like, yo, calm down, bro. You don't gotta be out here wilding. You don't gotta be out here doing all of this. It's like he's telling them to like, it's just the same sentiment that we would echo to a younger dude that we would see out there. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if we was older, Mike, and then your next door neighbor, you know what I'm saying, was on the time he was on, but we were older. Imagine
Yeah,
somebody we
yeah.
would have that person. You know what I'm saying? We would have told him to chill. You know what I mean? Like we would have tried to echo the
I
same.
did tell that nigga to chill.
No, you
I
did, but I'm
told the
just
nigga to chill multiple times.
yeah, man.
Nigga
So
said,
that's pretty much
chill, don't pay the bills.
but nah, man, that's why I appreciate this scene right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he's showing off some of his bars. He got music. I'm not trying to get flagged here, so I can't play that part. But I'm pretty sure, I get some links later, and I'll pull up King Ra, and I'll pull up all the music here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this for a second, and I'm gonna share some social media handles. So share this tab instead. So anyone looking to get in contact with Mars, here's the Instagram. We have at Mars MTB on Instagram, and there is also the Mars Multimedia Instagram page here at Mars Multimedia. Once again, the website, which is here, marsmultimedia.com. And then I'll bring it back to the YouTube and continue to play as we finish up the review. It's hard to really speak to this without spoiling it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to go into how I truly feel about it because I kind of had to spoil it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you from the city, man. We spend all this time supporting other people, man. Let's click a link from the homie from down the block, man, who put some resources into his
You
stuff,
know,
man.
I did find that like a kind of fourth wall breaking was the episode 1. They're having a conversation and Callie saying like, man, oh, you listen to Mars? He's like, man, fuck that nigga. Oh, listen to this shit. He said, you listen to all these other niggas. Listen to
Yeah.
niggas from all these other places. You don't listen to no nigga from where you from. I said that's funny because that is true. People like, man, I'm gonna bump this new whoever and shit. But it's like, yo, it's probably somebody in your town that's just as good, if not better. But you don't want to support him because you probably know this nigga. You probably went to
Yeah,
high school with him and just be
yeah.
like, oh man,
Probably hit
fuck this
your girl.
nigga, man.
He probably hit your girl back in '08. He
Yeah,
probably hit
bro.
your girl
Yeah, it's one
in
of them type of deals.
you know what I'm
No,
saying? You
I
don't
said,
want to support him. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
understand it. That shit's fucking weird.
That is weird. And if I could, bro, we here. You know what I'm saying? We here for it. If you're in Plainfield and you got something going on.
But watch the flip side. Watch the flip side. After a nigga hit like 1 million streams on fucking Apple iTunes or whatever, this nigga on TV rock. Yeah, that's my man. That's my guy. That's my guy right there.
Now, how it's going to happen. But hold up. I reached out to Mars and I asked him a couple questions. You know what I'm saying? I wish he'd just come up and at least give us his voice for a second so that we could hear him. But I said, what was the most difficult part about this entire process? And his
Mars
response
can't come
was,
on right now because if he's just playing himself, he probably fucking bitches right now because that's all this nigga was doing throughout this whole series. Every time I seen this nigga walk into a bedroom, I knew some bitch was gonna show up and shit. I said, he's fucking. This guy's fucking right now.
where he ain't even in the state yet. He got a shorty waiting. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he was OT. He told the chick, yeah, you could go home now. Yeah, just go through the garage though. Like, yo, that shit was crazy, bro. But
Yo, he just beat down 2 shorties. I got spoiled. Sorry. Yo, he just beat down 2 shorties, came in the kitchen and tried to bag another one. Yo, she was like, yo, hold on, man. You smashed both of my friends. Like, you ain't tired, nigga? Nah, I don't get tired, man.
But yo, if I could, let me just get back to this one question. So I asked Mars, what was the most difficult part about this entire process? And his answer was getting people to believe in me. That was his answer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I believe that.
Damn, that was heavy. That's heavy to read, bro. It wasn't getting people to come together. It wasn't writing. It wasn't getting the equipment. It wasn't the financial aspect. It wasn't the mental aspect. It's not, I'm not brave enough. It's not, y'all niggas don't believe in me, yo. But I got this vision. Follow. Yeah, shout out to Mars. I'm pretty sure we're going to be working with Mars Multimedia. I can pretty much guarantee we're going to be working with Mars Multimedia. So check it out. Someone jumped in the comments and said, Mars being himself. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he hit a couple of y'all shorties or something. Y'all,
I'm not watching this nigga's fucking show, man. Fuck that.
Oh man, he hit my girl. Let me see. Hold up. I asked him what inspired him to do this. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. We have a very special guest in the building. It was supposed to be a regular review, but look who's in the building. Mars in the building. What's good, fam? Oh, you hear? Can you hear me, brother? All right, he just tuning in. All right, let's get back to it. I'm saying, just throw me the
This nigga,
signal.
I told you this is the nigga popped on the camera in the dark. This nigga getting cheeks, bro.
What's good,
this nigga
man?
getting cheeks right now. Yo, what's up, yo?
I can't hear him, you know what I'm saying? But I'll pull him back up in a few, you know what I'm saying, to check the audio. Shout out to Mars, he's actually here. And let me get back to hey, Precious Martinez. Shout out Precious Martinez. Let me get back to right here. You know what I'm saying? But all right, yo, can you hear me, brother?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
sir. What's
okay,
good?
it was a little lag with the YouTube, so I had to get that shit on my ear for real.
All right, all good. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm just driving. I'm about to go get some drinks with a friend.
All right,
Yeah, we know what that means, brother. We know what that means, brother.
But yeah, I was just speaking to, the question I had just asked you, and I said, what was the most difficult part about this entire process? And you said getting people to believe in me.
Yeah, I mean, basically to piggyback off of what you guys were saying earlier, like in terms of like the funding and all of that, like, no, that was like really, really hard. Everything was hard, but getting people like to just stay in tune and like, all of the hardships, you gotta understand when I did Spoken Third, the transition between season 1 and season 2, when I upped the amount of characters, when I upped the screen time, when I upped the production, when I upped everything, that only like doubled, tripled, quadrupled, like 6 times the amount of production that I would have to the episodes tripled.
Yeah.
The length of the episodes tripled. Not only did the length of the episodes triple, but the duration. Well, I just said the duration, but the amount of episodes doubled. So
yeah, that's a fact.
The right characters, and like I even said it because Callie's character wasn't supposed to die in season 1. So I wrote the whole season 2 with him in it, and we even shot scenes together, but our scheduling was just really, really bad, and we got into it too many times behind the scenes. So it's like, you know what? I got to rewrite.
Okay, understood.
But it's just like getting people to believe.
Okay, so let me ask a question. Who's primarily does the writing duties? Is it just you, or do you have like some co-writers or any assistants when it comes to writing the scripts? Oh, I think he froze.
Hold up, Mars. Can you hear, brother? Oh, he froze. I'm gonna bring him back up in a second. Damn, that was a good question. I'm bringing back up in a second once I see his camera moving again. Let me see. Nah, he's frozen. He, he's traveling. You know what I'm saying? Going out. You know what I'm saying? But damn, that was a good question. I definitely wanted to hear the answer to that too. Nah, it's still frozen, man. So I'm gonna pull this back up. And then yeah, once again, man, it's a Spoken Third, man. It's
he did say he wrote them out, so I would assume that most of the heavy lifting would be done by him. I don't know if.
I lost
there you go.
What you say?
Oh, I was saying, as far as the screenwriting process, who writes the scripts? You do it alone, or do you have a co-writer?
I write everything.
Okay, and is there do you leave room for improvisation, or is it kind of like we sticking to the script pretty much?
Always improvisation, because I have characters like Chuck, and I have characters like Tone, who are very, very hilarious, and they'll take us like a lot of B-Dot scenes. He did them him and Greg, them together. They just took story and made up stories like about Mr. Johnson, Miss John. I never told him to do that. I just they just kept going. So yeah, especially I play myself, so I always like really like I'm really nonchalant, and I feel like I'm really like, you know, when it comes to the gangster stuff, when it comes to the street stuff, like I don't really know how shit operates too much because I'm really my character. So I have people who really like, you know, Double, Henny, they Rich. They really just be like, nah, I wouldn't do that. I would do it like this. I wouldn't do that. And then we got characters like Ra who really wants to be the toughest person in the room, and you always gotta calm him down all the time.
Yeah.
So I played off of that.
Okay. Wow. Yo, it would be real interesting to actually be on set and see how some of this goes down, man, and get some behind the scenes footage, man. That would be that would be awesome, man. To see some
In season 3, I start shooting season 3 in the summer, and I have a whole camera crew now. I have like 5 guys. I have like, you know, I have a stylist now. I have makeup artists, because that's why I expanded Mars Multimedia with the stylists, with the clothing designers, with everybody, so I could be able to use all of our resources for my stuff.
Got it.
So you know, I got my stylist. She does styling events and stuff like that. But now I do media coverage, and now I do podcasts. And now I edit her stuff. So she'll come to my shoot and drop off stuff, and you know, MUAs and stuff like that. Like it's all like a team.
Damn, that's fire, man. And it's like I said, once again, it's so refreshing to see somebody from the city that is moving in the direction you are. For everyone out there, this is my first conversation with Mars verbally, just letting y'all know.
And I'm literally in the car on my way somewhere with my laptop open, with the laptop in my passenger seat.
Oh, that's crazy.
Man, grinding. The grind don't stop.
I was using my hotspot. That's why I went out.
So let me ask you a question, because it seems like you wear many hats. Was that something that you just always felt you wanted to do, or was it out of necessity because, like you said before, you couldn't get people to believe in you?
Okay, no. I like these questions too, because I wanted to be a rapper. I just wanted to be a musician. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to make music. But, however, like I told Chaotic, I wanted to do like, I wanted to like make a comic book. I wanted to like a Marvel Cinematic Universe. I wanted stuff like that. I don't want to do the spoken third universe. Like I was really nerdy. So I figured, okay, I love rapping. I love making music. Once I get this rap money, once I get rich, I'm a own a restaurant. I'm a own this. I'm gonna own that. I'm gonna own the television network. I'm gonna do my own comics. I'm gonna have my own shows. That was my idea, and that was my goals and aspirations. But like I said, like I dropped Spoken Third, the album, which was my best body of work that kind of summed up me, my life, high school, being nerdy, overcoming obstacles, and you know, doing one talent show and having everybody all on you. And when I dropped that album, I was like, I wanted to make a movie or like a musical or short film, like based off of it. But I fell so in love with film that like I just took it even more serious after season 1. But I hired a cameraman for season 1, and some of the shots were shot by the cameraman, and he gave me like little tidbits on how to edit. So like I kind of did everything myself. Yeah. Because he like basically half of season 1 I had to shoot myself. And then all of season 1 I shot myself. Like Raj shoots, King Ra, he does shoot, but not without my direction.
Understood.
I was going to ask you that. That was my next question. How hard is it being the main protagonist and also being the director at the same time?
I hate it sometimes because he's getting better, but I really be thinking I acted the shit out of a scene, and then I'll be like, all right, let's wrap it up, and then I'll look at it later and I'm like, damn, like I really wish I would have did that a different way.
Yeah.
And even acting was difficult for me because I'm a very, very nonchalant person. Like it's documented. Like I've been in situations, like you see me in shootouts and stuff like that in the series. Like imagine somebody shooting at me or shooting in my direction in real life. Like I'm really like, I have no emotion. So it's really, really hard to do that on screen and really look authentic, even though I am really being myself. So, you know, you seen the end, you seen the finale. you seen I had to step my acting up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm saying
Like
when the
you seen
mask
I had
came
to
on.
be emotional. I had to get mad. I needed something like he said, a catalyst. I needed something. I needed somebody to die or something important to happen to me for me to be like, let me turn on like the real like emotions. For me to be like,
Mm.
okay, this everybody got died. Everybody has to go.
Ah, man.
And it gets worse
Definitely
in
look.
season 3.
Oh man.
So, Oda, if I could, while we're on the platform, are you still doing like another casting call for season 3? Is that still open?
Um hmm. As of right now, I need extras, but people don't like being extras. Because you know extras are like really short lived.
Yeah, just somebody in the background walking by. Pretty much walk to your car. I'm just film you walk into your car and you could go home. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. Or just get shot or something. I'm gonna make sure the extras that get shot will have masks on so they can come back if they want to.
There we go. You
gotta think very, very ahead. Like you gotta think like because I had a few people. I was like, oh yeah, I need you to act in my series. A studio full of people. I'm like, okay, I need you to die in this scene. Nobody wanted to die. I'm like, bro, like, how about if I show your back walking and they're not gonna see your head or see your face? So that way, if you want to come back, and I had to like give people incentives like that.
Understood. Nobody wanted to get clapped. I mean, I feel them. You know what I'm saying? I feel them. Damn, Mike, did you have? I had a question. It kind of slipped my mind, but Mike Morgan, do you have any other questions involving the creative process or some of like the logistics of how some of this stuff goes down?
Well, I noticed that he said it was kind of a hassle with him being the protagonist and the director. I wondered if that's why he ramped up the amount of characters in the second one. So it was like you didn't have to share the majority of you didn't have to be on screen the majority of the time, and you could actually film other characters that kind of play the background.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off, but
no, go ahead.
That was a big deciding. That was a part of the deciding factor, but another deciding factor of that was I just realized like, bro, I'm boring. Everybody like it's just like, bro, like nobody wants to talk about Mars or be in a scene with Mars or every single scene, especially since I doubled the runtime. Like yeah. I'm going from 20-minute episodes, 18-minute episodes to 40. One of the episodes is almost an hour, so it's just like, why do you care about all of these other characters? Let me give them their story. Like, you know, I did this thing where each episode in season 2, I focused on a specific character and told more of the story on purpose. Season 1, kind of like the introduction. Season 2 was, I said season 1. Episode 1 was like an introduction. Episode 2 is about me and my PTSD of coming home and trying to make sure everything is like cool. I'm having visions. I'm having flashbacks of Callie dying. Episode 3 is about Rich and his story and how he comes home from jail. Episode 4 is about Maya and her story.
Yep.
Episode 5 is about TJ and his story. And episode 6 wraps everything up in a neat little bow.
Damn, bro! Like, I'm so glad that you decided to get on here and give a little more context, bro. That made this interview. That made this review a whole hell of a lot more authentic. Shout out to the viewership. We got my guy Hess Man tapping in. Shout out to Hess Man, the best man. Hit you in your chest, damn. Tapping in from the dispatch desk. Shout out to Hess Hefe. All right, and look, as we approach the 45-minute mark, Mike Morgan, you got anything else that you would like to ask our guy Mars here while we got him?
I just want to ask you, this scene right here, I was just talking about it earlier. Now, man, when Double at the store, he got four, not one, not two, but 4 fucking Arizonas. I said he need that sugar to stay up because he's trying to kill Mars and shit.
Damn, you didn't watch episode 6.
He didn't get there yet. Nah, he ain't get there.
I'm not going to spoil nothing that happens in episode 6. But Chaotic, you seen the callback of when I was in the store and I grabbed all of it. I'm going shopping and Double's character's like, oh, you trying to be like me?
Damn, but look, we actually got that one scene on the screen right now where he's yeah, with the stakeout. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
this guy right
but
here.
in episode 4, like
Like he does a callback to it. He said,
yeah, episode 6 in the finale, when I have a meeting with TJ and I'm in the store, and after we leave the store, I grab Arizona's and stuff like that, and I'm like, you know what? They don't even got what I want. And he said, and he goes, "Oh, you trying to be like me?"
Okay, I did catch that. I didn't catch that at first when you just said it, but nah, I absolutely caught that in front of the store.
but you know what? I got one more question. This isn't so much about the show. This is about something that you said about your your music and how you kind of wanted to make a companion piece to your music, and you said something like almost like a musical. Would you ever think of actually doing a fully fledged like hip hop musical at any given point? Not like a spoken third, but just like a whole original piece, or any, you know what I mean, even if it is a spoken third musical.
Um, it was funny because I posted in my on my story on Instagram, and I was like, "Oh, what if I do a musical?" Because I was actually planning on doing something like that really soon for spoken third, to connect everything together. Because I got a bunch of music that I want to do like music videos for and stuff like that. And like a lot of my followers wasn't really jacking it, but I don't think they understood my creativity and how I could put things together. Because when you think musical, you think like lame, like you think like,
You're
you know
not
what I'm
talking about the heights, man. You know, this,
saying? It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of
this ain't
authentic Mars.
Hamilton.
There's gonna be a lot of authentic Mars. Even TJ, well, Double, the character who plays TJ, he said that what if we really did some live Broadway Tyler Perry stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest,
Okay.
bro. I don't think nobody's really done that shit. I mean, Sticky Fingers had a film that he did years ago that was like a hip hop musical, and it was shot like guerrilla style too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to be honest, compared to what you've been doing and what he did, you guys actually have more production value than what he did back then in like the early 2000s. So, I mean, as a creator, I think that would be super dope to like see somebody do that, because it really hasn't been tackled, man.
Yeah.
'Cause I have a lot of other small projects coming out related to spoken third, and I was like, what? Like I have
That
different.
was my question.
Okay.
No, proceed. I'm sorry to cut you off. When you
Yeah, no,
finish
it's
your
fine.
statement, I'll proceed.
I have different formats of media that I'm trying to I got this thing called mini-sodes where we're gonna take, whoever survives season 2, I'm gonna take their character and do like little day in the life of stories that'll take like a 20 minutes of runtime, take a day to shoot, and like put them in a scenario where they'll act it out and they'll do certain stuff, and it's like a mini movie with the beginning, a middle, and the end, and you don't have to actually watch spoken third and know what's going on.
Okay.
But I'm doing that with Ra. I'm doing that with Eliza, even though Eliza's really like not really in this series as much. I'm doing that with TJ's character. I'm doing that with Tone's character. I'm doing that with a lot of people that you probably didn't even really pay attention to that much on screen, and you're gonna see them like put in situations. So I have that, and then I was also thinking about doing a musical thing where like I take like 3 of my songs and like act them out.
Okay, understood. And if I could, that was going to be my final question for you was going to be, were you planning on making any spin-offs and focusing on some of the characters? Because
Yes,
I feel like
yeah, and that mini series is too. Mini series too. I got those partially casted, meaning a spin-off, like a whole full-length spin-off running besides spoken third. Yes, I have plans to do that as well.
I need the story of Dion immediately. I need Dion's story, man. I need to know what's
Well, there's already a show called Raising Dion.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
On Netflix.
Yeah, you're right, man. I definitely want to know what's up with your character Dion, though, man. I need to know his background, man.
Yeah, I love Dion's character. He's crazy.
But yeah, man. Yo, it's I'm definitely happy that you decided to come on and converse with us, man. It made this a whole lot more authentic, man. I like what you're doing. Looking forward to working with you in the future. I'm gonna shoot you some beats. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, we could just figure out a way where we could work or bring you back on here and do like a more focused interview where we dig into the mind of Mars and get into some of your aspirations, some of the things you want to get into, some of
Yeah,
the things that some of the challenges that you went through as well on your journey. Go ahead, Mike.
because that whole, you wanting to do a comic. I've been down that road too. I'm working on something right now, and
Yeah, I'm actually doing a
that shit's
comic.
dope.
I'm actually working. I draw, so I'm actually working on
word?
a comic based. I draw, so I do like a little bit of graphic design too. I taught myself how to do everything all at the same time. So
Dope.
I'm doing a comic based off of one of the mini series. It's an all girl led cast that I have casted and casted over a bunch of times. And you're gonna see like a few characters from Spoken Third, like kind of like season 3. You're gonna see them bounce between, like So I'm working on that as well.
Yeah, man. Shit, definitely looking forward to
Yeah,
seeing
we
what you
looking
got
forward
coming
to
in the
that, man.
future. Definitely looking forward to having you come back on the platform, man. You drive safe and get to wherever you going, man. You rock out and enjoy the rest of your night. Is there any last thing you want to tell the people before you take off, brother?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like. I appreciate you guys, like, because I was listening to a lot of stuff you were saying. I can't really quote it. I can't really like quote like verbatim, but definitely you guys had me cracking up with your reviews. You definitely it was a really really fair assessment of the fact that I really don't do anything. All I do is like to give you a little more insight on my character is just I was really really nerdy in high school, and when I got my little popularity, I seen this girl, this girl, this girl that I wanted, and I never could get. And it's just like it just went to my head, and I ran wild. And I feel like me just being in places I shouldn't have been, and me being associated with people that have a history and have a reputation, has its way of following me everywhere. And that's kind of like how it was in real life. So I kind of translated that on film, where I'm trying to mess with this dude's cousin. I'm trying to mess with Dion's sister, cousin, doing this, doing that, like getting my friends in danger. And yeah, like a lot of stuff doesn't really have any, like I don't have anything to do with a lot of things, but because it really goes for show that when you're like really the face and when you're the most popular person, you will always be associated with a lot of BS if you continue to have yourself in that BS. And then it gets to a point in time where you're like, are you going to snitch on my friend? Am I going to snitch on my friends? Am I going to leave them behind? Or am I going to actually pick up a gun and interact with them? And like, because, they've been cleaning up my messes. So it's just like, now I have to clean up my own. Now Callie's not here. Now this person won't help me anymore. How am I going to stay alive? Coyote, the Roadrunner is crazy. The Roadrunner is crazy.
That's what Mike said earlier.
I was listening the whole time. It was just, I was like,
But yeah, man, definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, now I gotta finish the fucking series, man.
Yeah, you definitely have to finish the series. Episode 5 and episode 6 are my two favorites because I saved those episodes. What people don't understand is I recorded episode 5, scenes for episode 5, really, really early on. So a lot of the chemistry between the characters, a lot of the shots were angled terribly. And like I really like lost faith in the fact that I would make episode 5 good. And when I did make it really good, I loved it. And then episode 6, I was like, damn, like it's a lot of stuff that I didn't really think I liked and this and that. But then I wrapped it up and like, it just really showed. I edited each episode one by one. So I edited the episodes right before I was ready to publish them. So you're going to see a lot of shifts and a lot of music that'll glue every scene together and a lot more like you'll see the growth each episode as it goes on.
Yeah, man. Wow, man. Yeah, well shit, man. This is nothing left to do but win. Once again, sitting here with Jahad Mars of Mars Multimedia. This is the Spoken Third review. We're gonna let you go, brother. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for coming on. Mike, you got any last words you want to say to Mars, brother?
In the words of Hess Hefe, man, create, young man, create.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
looking forward to having you back on the platform, man. Get to where you got to go safe, brother.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Take care, bro. Yeah, man. Yo, it was so dope having him come on, yo. I'm glad he came on. I'm glad he gave context. I'm glad he came up here and spoke to some of the difficulties. I'm glad he was able to share some of his viewpoints and some of the things that he went through. That just made this a whole lot better. And as we come up on the last minute, you know what I'm saying? Anything left that you want to say, Mike Morgan?
I just hope this is inspiring to anybody who has an idea and zero backing, or people that have no faith in them, because um, this young man said exactly that and said, you know what, fuck it. Because I always say, in order to get people to believe in you, you got to believe in yourself first. Once they see you moving, they going to move right along with you.
Hey, facts, man. And if I could, once again, it's just so refreshing to see somebody from the city really out here creating, investing in themselves,
Yep.
teaching themselves. Like you said, he edits everything, spends a lot of time editing, spent a lot of time learning. So, hey, man, much respect to you, young brother. Look forward to having you back on the platform. And I think we could wrap this up, Mike. Any last words, brother?
Nah, that's it, man. Yo, listen, go check out that Spoken Third. I'm on season 2, episode 2 right now. So
Word, man. And with that being said, peace.